Good morning and welcome to our 2021 awards presentation, our first virtual presentation to our valedictorians and salutatorians of the class of 2021. They have worked hard through a year that was unprecedented. We are so proud of them. I am excited for you to hear from them. So we are now going to welcome our valedictorians and salutatorian of the class of 2021. Thank you for joining us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you as this class's only salutatorian. But the only thing special about me is that I lost my 4.0, so if you're looking for advice, I'd advise you to look the other way. Man, what a past 4 years. One moment you're making fart jokes in the locker rooms, and the next, you're receiving that diploma. See, the funny thing is that one way or another, you made it here. You made it to graduation. Maybe you might have wrote down the answers to that Spanish test on your knee, but regardless, you made it here, one way or another. And that's really it. Granted, this was the year of the COVID that some of us spent its entirety at home. And don't even get me started about the fire alarms. I guess we're gonna just burn. But hey, we got that diploma. One way or another, this chapter of our lives is now closed. And what we do next is yet to be written, for we are the authors of our own books of fate. So do us all a favor and make yours interesting.
Growing up, high school is presented to us as this very colorful experience. From prom to senior year, everything is romanticized. But it's not to the point that you actually get to the end that you realize that was a little tougher than I thought. All the hardships that I faced these past 4 years, I didn't really expect for them to happen. However, they've made me the person that I am today. A lot of teenagers, they worry all throughout high school and try to present themselves as something they're not because they're worried that people are going to see them as they really are. However, I think that that's the best thing you can do for yourself. My sophomore year, someone wrote in my yearbook, "Whit, you are unapologetically you," and I wish I could do the same. So my advice to everyone else is to be unapologetically you.
Smyrna High Class of 2021. I would like to start off by saying congratulations to us all. We did it. All of our hard work has paid off, and we can say that we've conquered senioritis. Now that a chapter of our lives are ending, we can reflect and pick out the parts that meant the most to us. For some, that may be the last shared with friends, the times in class when everything began to make sense, or even when the 3:30 bell rang every day. We can cherish these memories or forget them completely, but they will always be a part of us. For me, some of my favorite memories with friends at pep rallies, at lunch, and even Miss Nickerson's English class have meant the world to me. My family and amazing teachers have supported me every step of the way. Without their encouragement, I'm not sure who I would be today. So if there's one thing you can take away from your high school experience, let it be the little moments, memories, and people that will be a part of you forever.
As we close out this chapter of high school, I want to congratulate the class of 2021 everywhere. We lost half of our junior year and had to jump through the challenges COVID has brought us regarding our education, financial stability, and even social engagement. For some, with the combination of senioritis and online learning, we began to lose interest in the quality of our work, if it is done on time, or even if we were going to do it at all. Going back to us as freshmen, most of us probably had academic goals and achievements that we wanted for our senior selves that we didn't get to meet. That doesn't ultimately mean we have failed at who we wanted to be. Walking across the stage today is a huge success for us all. But who is to determine our overall success? You may compare your 3.5 to someone else's 4.0, but that doesn't make you any less successful. The only person to determine if you are winning in life is you. No matter where you are headed, I wish you all the best of luck, and to remember, with success also comes failure, so never be afraid to challenge yourself. Keep on pushing, keep on trying, and congratulations, Bulldogs.
Friedrich Nietzsche once said that the strength of a person's character can be measured by how much of the truth they can withstand, and this has not been more applicable than with our current state of events. Even so, during these trying times, we must see to it that we remember the reasons that make life worth living. Look around. This is a day of celebration, a day where tears of both sorrow and joy will be shed, a day where one less chain binds us from reaching our full potential. The next crucial step in our lives will start soon, but let's forget about that for right now and just commemorate this stupendous feat. The future will be filled with delightful little detours, and you should enjoy these moments to the fullest, because that is where you find the things more important than what you desire. After all, why should we live our entire lives without taking a step back and appreciating the view we were given? Thank you.
My high school experience has been a journey that I'll never forget. One that I had to have hope for always and to help others when they had none. For me, this journey has been long. Many nights spent studying and trying to stay on top of everything so that I could not give up, because school was hard and life was hard, and I knew I just needed to push till the end. High school is different for all of us. We all come from different communities, traditions, backgrounds, and families. But we have all risen as one community together, the class of 2021. It has been hard recently, but we finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. We are all watching our journeys continue. For many of us, that means college, trade school, military, workforce, or just going out and starting a family. Our paths are splitting now, and the past 4 years have been great. I can't wait to see where we all end up. Down the road, I pray to see each one of us making a difference and making your journey just how you want it. Good luck, Bulldogs.
The high school experience for me has been one that I will never forget. As a member of the baseball team and a few clubs, I learned many lessons that I'll cherish and carry with me forever. Between long nights at the baseball field and long nights spent studying, I learned many valuable lessons. Writing papers at 2:30 in the morning is not easy, and neither is reading half a novel in one night. I did learn actual life lessons too. I learned how to be okay with not being perfect, and I learned how to deal with and understand failure. I also understood what I wanted the rest of my life to look like. My goal for the class of 2021 is for you to find what you want your life to be like. Whether this is at college or your place of work, let your goals guide you to who you will become. Now go out there and change the world, Bulldogs.
Firstly, I want to congratulate all the people who saw this thing through to the end and graduated. I want to thank my family and friends and all the people who encouraged me to be great and succeed and do this in the best way possible. Honestly, this started as a joke with my freshman homeroom class with Miss Bennett, and then as a bet with my mom. Of course, I'm going to do it if it's about my money. But really, I just was encouraged by the people around me to be great and to float with them. Without my people, I probably wouldn't have gotten this achievement. They're my motivation to be great and to succeed. This is really their achievement more than mine. And the people that aren't here influence me and motivate me just as much. I'm sure all of you have people that guided your success in a similar manner. Make sure to be grateful for these people and succeed with them.
Before I start, I would like to mention that many people who like me weren't given a chance to have a moment like this, so I dedicate this to them. We did it. All the ups and downs we had to encounter through these years have led up to this moment, the moment we anticipating ever since we started going to the school. Now, this might not have been the most ideal senior year with the population of the school being at home and these new implemented guidelines, but we made the most out of it. And honestly, it could have been worse. Like, imagine how next year's gonna go and we're not here. Now, that's gonna be tough. Nevertheless, with everything I had to go through to get past this year, it just shows how strong our class is. Like what the great Legit Claire Black once said, I made out the fire like it's magic. Don't look at this as the end, because this is merely the beginning. I wish our future prosperity, and please stay safe. Thank you, class of 2021. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for the memories. This is no doubt the best class that ever stepped foot in my high school.
Syenna class of 2021 is undoubtedly the most perseverant senior class yet. Ever since we stepped foot in the hallways of our freshman year, we always dreamt of this moment, but we never thought it would turn out this way. Though we missed our junior ACTs, the Great Gatsby Party, senior pep rallies, and most of all, a normal senior year, we made the best of what we had to strive for an unforgettable chapter in our lives. And as we step into this next chapter, I want you to take pride in the fact that it is you who has made it this far. It will be tough out there in the real world, and yes, there will be people who will scrutinize and disparage you along the way. However, you must always stand your ground and never be afraid to voice your opinion, because in case you haven't noticed, you would not be standing here today if you hadn't. We have progressed a long way over the years, Bulldogs, and there's no other class I would have wanted to experience it with. Thank you and congratulations, Smyrna class of 2021. We did it.
Smyrna High School's class of 2021 is irrepressible. It started in March of 2020. We all left school and didn't know we wouldn't be back until August. Many of us stayed up watching board meetings, just hoping for something normal to come out of this school year. Senior year was supposed to be the best year of school. We missed out on a few small opportunities, but we made it through the storm. We're here today and we got through it. It may not have been easy. Along the way, we've lost some people. Each one hurt us but motivated us to keep going. We gained some people. But no matter who we lost or who we gained, the class of 2021 has made it, all as a small community of classmates, teachers, and parents. Whether we studied with friends or Zoomed with teachers for assistance, we've made it to the day we've been chasing for 13 years. Remember this quote by Lily Vahir as you leave this field today. Behind you, all your memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. And within you, all you need.
Hi, Bulldogs. The amount of growth I've seen in you all these past 4 years is astounding. We've gone from watering these school halls, lost and confused on where we should go, to confident young men and women ready to take on the challenges ahead of us. Take it from me. My freshman year, I was so lost trying to get to Ms. Franklin's room that I had to have teachers guide me the whole way there for a week. But now, I'm practically flying through these hallways. I'll admit it, COVID has been a huge disruption to our lives. And I've never imagined that our senior year would turn out like this one. But even with a year as strange as this, we found a way to make it one of the best. The 4 a.m. Skype calls with my best friends were the greatest times of my life, and I would never change it for the world. And none of it would have happened without quarantine. When we first walked through these SHS doors as freshmen, we were hopeful, bright-eyed, and excited for our future. And now we're walking out of those same school doors, excited for the next part of our lives. No matter where you go, I wish you luck, and good night, guys.
Smyrna class of 2021 is strong. Walking into the doors of Smyrna High 4 years ago, none of us expected to be where we are today. Many of us faced tough choices, especially in the last 2 years of our high school career. And for me, these choices brought worry and anxiety. But with the encouragement from friends, family, and the faculty and staff at Smyrna High School, I had the encouragement I needed to persevere and overcome. Despite the uncertainty we faced last year and the inevitable uncertainty of our future, we must remember that we can move forward with every confidence because we have the hope of Christ within us. As we approach a new chapter in our lives and go our separate ways, I'm reminded that no matter where we end up, God will be with each and every one of us. Graduation marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another, and I can't wait to see where we all end up. Once a Bulldog, always a Bulldog. Thank you.
The high school experience for me has been a season of growth and learning. Although at times stressful, it has been crucial to my development as a young man, a friend, a brother, and a son. It's prepared me for the next chapter in my life, showing me in order to be successful, I must be focused, determined, and faithful. When challenged or put out of my comfort zone, I grew the most. Whether it was the last sets of Coach V's workouts, competing with fellow athletes on the baseball field, or keeping up with the fast pace in the classroom, I grew more confident in my potential as an athlete and as a student. Over the past 4 years, I've realized many life lessons. I must work hard in order to earn a good grade or a better paycheck that will not just be given to me. People can be challenging, but they can also make me better. I'm not God, but I know where I can find Him.
He lives in me, and in Christ I find my true identity. And finally, if the fish aren't biting, I'll be back out there tomorrow.
If you had to pick one word to accurately describe the class of 2021 and the chaotic year we have gone through, what would you choose? I'd choose resilient. By definition, those that are resilient have an innate or learned ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune and change. Now, I would not go as far as to say that our senior year was easy or that we effortlessly adjusted to all the changes that were thrown our way. I think we can all agree that some were pretty difficult. I mean, who would have ever thought that we would be talking to computer screens every day for class? Senior year has been difficult in more ways than normal. It has tested our motivation and resolve as friends, family members, students, and in my case, as a musician. With all that being said though, I believe it has also made us stronger. Resilience is an advantage that not all people have. If we can make it through this year, a year like this, surely we can handle the other surprises life has planned. Thank you all for the journey called high school. I wish you the best of luck with the adventures that are on the way.
Smyrna High Class of 2021, I stand before you today to say congratulations. I have known many of you and we've grown up together over the past 12 years. I can guarantee that none of us entering our freshman year would have ever thought this would be the way our final year would end. I will not lie to you and say this has been an easy 4 years. This year alone has tested me in many ways and almost pushed me to my breaking point. But I'm relieved to say that we have finally made it. Here's to our success and happiness. Your education is a dress rehearsal to a life that is yours to lead. We must now apply ourselves to our futures and become the best we can. We need to remember the Friday night lights and how we felt in these precious moments. Look forward to your future as much as we did these high school events, even though they won't feel the same. Congratulations to us all.
U.S. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez once said that hope is something that you create with your actions, and that when we make hope kinetic, the good will win. Hope has always diminished within our communities not only because of COVID, but also from apparent injustices. Our communities and our nation have drastically encountered systematic racism, xenophobic actions, and hate crimes, specifically affecting people of color and other minorities. Distrust and hopelessness even exist worldwide, creating global issues like the current military crisis in Myanmar. Classmates, with the ongoing distress and unease, it is our time to restore the good to our world by bringing back hope through our voices and our actions. People need people. We rely on each other for hope. Once we use our voices and our actions to create hope, hope will move and spread, especially to those who feel marginalized. Hope is what injustice fears, what hatred fears, what violence fears. It brings us together and keeps us moving toward the good. So, hopefully, when our Bulldogs graduate and chase their own dreams, they will act, they will speak, and they will bring hope to others, to our communities, to our world.
Great job, everyone. After all this time, we made it so far. I, for one, couldn't have made it this far without my friends and family. The band has given me a second family that I didn't expect to have. When I went to the hospital, they cared for me until transportation got there. They kept checking on me till I left at 3 a.m. And then I was back at a competition with them the next day. Everyone in band and in school has helped me grow as a friend, a band member, a classmate, and my little brother's helped me grow so much. So I'm honestly sad to leave. So with that, I say keep your people close because life's a whole lot better with them. Congratulations, class of 2021.
The year 2021 has been nothing short of surprising. Following the year 2020, many of us were excited for a step closer to normal. However, this year has been far from that. Each of us have had very unique experiences regarding this year, whether it be attending classes from home and Zoom, or coming to school and never even seeing some of the faces of your peers. As a distance learner the majority of senior year, I felt like I missed out on a lot of milestones that I was looking forward to. Yet, because I was able to have more flexibility from distance learning, I was able to take on new responsibilities. Many of us have had to pick up jobs or instill ourselves in extracurriculars to ensure we have more opportunities past high school. That's one thing I greatly admire about the population of Smyrna High. The students' worth ethic and perseverance despite personal circumstances. Although it takes a lot of time and effort to do these sort of things, these actions bring us closer together as a community and our understanding of one another. Personally, it hasn't just been this last year that has been difficult for me. These last 4 years have been extremely difficult emotionally, physically, and mentally. I have endured many trials during this time, and there were a lot of nights when I was too afraid to fall asleep, scared of what would happen in the morning. My sophomore year, my dad was diagnosed with cancer, and he's faced a lot more health difficulties since then. Being in and out of the hospital and staying at home when all you want to do is be close to your loved ones is really difficult. But for a time, I tried to escape what was going on at home by getting really busy and distracted with school. Everything in my life was uncertain at that point, so the only stability in my life was turn-in dates. Of course, I believe God got me through these times, and I appreciated feeling useful, being able to instill myself in work. Although work helped me to a degree, it wasn't enough because my coursework was so light, so I got really involved in extracurriculars and tried to find out what I wanted to do beyond high school. Although I haven't found an answer to what I want to do yet, I have found something much greater. In these clubs, I've gotten to participate and create things I never thought I would do. I was able to grow as a performer, a musician, and as a delegate. But more than my personal growth, I've maintained connections with my peers through these activities, and I have found a way to make a greater impact on my community. As we leave school, we may not have teachers in our lives anymore. However, that does not make this lesson any less void. Our community and the people we connect with make a great impact on us. And moving on past this point in my life, my advice is to find good people you can surround yourself with. Whatever community you are moving on to, surround yourself with good people so that you can prosper in a healthy environment. I've always said that I love Smyrna High because of how I felt like it was such a small community. But I've realized that it's not just Smyrna High School that has this potential. I've come to realize that you are the one that interprets how accepted and how involved you are by your community. We have to actively choose to be with whoever is healthiest for us as individuals, and our community is a great example of that. We choose the parts of the community you want to interact with, so you can make sure that you can grow in a healthy environment so you prosper. Now I no longer rely on my turn-in dates to be the stability in my life. I am able to trust in my community. I have found my hope and my home through these people, and my biggest hope is that every one of us can make that same stability in our own life. I hope you're able to surround yourself with people you can share your laughs with and your hard times with.